Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back. We end a great week of learning. Also, midterm grades are coming out today. Be mindful of that. And let's get to announcements. All right, today is Friday, February the 17th, 2000, February the 18th, sorry, 2022. These are your morning announcements. Change the date, didn't change the date. Not bad. The mission of Westline Middle School is to reveal the genius of each Wildcat through a culture of joy, respect, and excellence. All right, let's get Wildcat ready, everybody. Our winter coats, backpacks, and purses are in our lockers. Our hats are off. Our hoods are down. Our AirPods are in our pockets. And our phone are in our lockers. Your AirPods can also be in your lockers as well. Make sure you're Wildcat ready. And of course, most importantly, Wildcat ready is to mask up Wildcats. Protect yourself and others by wearing a face covering correctly above our nose, below our chin. I'll take a look at our schedule for today. We have our back end of all periods of Master Advisory, periods 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Our Past, My Future, Westline Celebrates Black History. Yesterday's advisory winner was Alexiana Show. She's from Miss Martini's class, and she said, what was the first African-American college sorority? Whenever you see sorority, that is for women. And so let's go to Mr. King's advisory and, of course, Mr. Shropshire. In there, and it is Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority is the first intercollegiate historically African-American sorority. The sorority was founded on January 15th, 1908 at the historically Black Howard University in Washington, D.C. Led by a group of 16 students led by Ethel Hedgeman Lyle. And so this is the pink and green one we sometimes see. And so that is the answer. And actually, Ms. Martini's advisory got all 3 parts of this. There's only one part of answer, but they gave us all of this here. So that was awesome. And they were the first group in. And I really want to give a shout out to Mia Winston and let's see, Jane Jefferson and Devin Franklin and Miss Maridi's class. You always come correct too. Your Miss Maridi's class is always right on top of this, as well as a couple of other always on there. But sometimes you don't tell me which advisory you're in, and that always doesn't help. But thank you for answering this question. And I had a fantastic question. So today or yesterday, I was in the 6th grade LGI, and a 6th grader asked me, she goes, hey, I've got a question for you, but it might be for summer. And I'm like, well, ask it. Let's see what it is. And she asked, why do we observe and celebrate Juneteenth? Even it happens in June. I go, no, that's a great question. So I said I would ask it. And so why do we observe and celebrate Juneteenth? And so that'll be something we talk about on Tuesday. So let's get those answers in on the Canvas inbox. Again, make sure you tell me, not necessarily your name, but your advisory and why we celebrate and observe Juneteenth. All right. And don't forget Black history. When we talk about Black history, we're talking about American history. On time, every time, that's Wildcat time. Let's make sure we have 0 tardies, 2:14 to 3:14. And those are slushies at lunch. And if you're the 2 tardy between February and March 14th, we have treats at lunch on March the 18th. That's a Friday. On time, every time, that's Wildcat time. Also, hall sweeps. First offense is detention. Second offense is redirection for the period. Third offense is Saturday school. And fourth offense is parent shadow. Remember at IXL, we will pull the dozen. I did not pull a dozen today because we've got a lot of people covering advisories. We will pull every day next week. We'll call it a full day, a four-day pull next week of all the dozens of people. So that's awesome. Roarbucks, I'm going to get you to purchase anything with Roarbucks in the bookstore during lunch. All food should be in the cafetorium. No food should be eaten outside the cafetorium. And unfortunately, anymore, we cannot unable to heat up food or cook food for students. At least teachers are. The cafeteria ladies will cook food for you. Students, all restroom passes out of the period are 5 minutes or less. As soon as you need your ID at all times, especially in the cafeteria, we'll use it at breakfast and lunch. Cell phones are in your locker between 9:15 and 4:20. They'll be taken if they're seen or heard. And right after this for advisory for February the 18th, they got that date right. They are A+ advisories today. Don't forget, every Wildcat every day gets better. And again, at the end of the day today, when you leave here this afternoon, your midterm grades will be posted on your portfolio tab in Skyward. So make sure you pay close attention to that. I will send a message out to your parents as well that the grades are going to be host it. Have a great Friday, everybody.